Hey, ladies and gents, it's Sam back, and we are doing the review on the new Centurion 5.1. What is this tank? Well, it's another Centurion. Like, what else can I say? They put a big flashlight on the front of it. However, this is the Centurion Mark 5.1. This is a Australian tank, apparently. Some people think it has something to do with the famous atomic tank. If you don't know what that was a Centurion Mark III that was used during a nuclear test. It was placed 500 meters from the initial blast zone and survived. In fact, they drove it back, almost drove it back to the base after getting hit with a nuclear weapon. Uh, Later on, the Mark III was that Mark III specifically, the atomic tank, was upgraded to the Mark 5.1. However, I don't know if that story is true, but that's something that's been bandied around. What is the Mark 5.1? Well, this is the tank that was the last series of Centurions that had the 20-pound gun. The Mark 5.2, yeah, the version Mark 5, the Mark 5.1, then the 5.2 would have had the upgraded 105. This, of course, is just the 5.1 with the 20-pounder. What is the big difference between this tank and the regular Centurion Mark 1 is the fact that it got an upgraded armor on the front of the hull, now at 120, and it got a larger engine to 950 horsepower. So it's a little bit more mobile, and it has better frontal armor than your typical Centurion Mark 1. So I'm going to bring up the comparison here quick with three of them are Centurions, and one of them, of course, is the FV4202. Pretty much all the same, at least when it comes to the firepower. There's a few little differences, but the real big difference comes down to is when it gets down to the hull armor. 76 for the regular Centurion, 50 for the 4202, and 76 for the Primo. This one has 120. Pretty impressive, right? Same way with the turret armor, 254. Yeah, and of course, mobility-wise, with that 950 horsepower, it's got a little bit better specific horsepower to ton. So same top speed, same traverse speed, all that kind of stuff. You do notice this a little bit on the get up and go. It does get out and move, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Centurion 1. And really the only other big difference, I guess you could say, would be, of course, the spotting at 426 compared to 417. So now this is a basic 100% crew BIA with vertical stabs, rammer, and vents on all four of these tanks. So the Centurion 5.1 is slightly better than the other. Certainly better than Centurion 1, probably slightly better than the Primo Victoria, and of course, for the most part, better than the FV4202. So that's what we get in the comparison with the rest of the, let's see here, what was I going to look at? Yeah, firepower, survivability, mobility, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Really, if you like the Centurion, and I'll tell you honestly, this is for all intents and purposes a one thumbs up tank. It is definitely not a MUA tank. If you like the Centurion gameplay, you're going to get a more mobile Centurion. It's not overpowered by no means. It's not an OP tank. It is a very well balanced, a very well rounded tank in my opinion. It works, of course, hills. It's just beautiful on a hill, and you'll watch in the videos what I'm talking about. Yeah, so if you like that kind of gameplay, you like that kind of game style, you have a very good turret, 254 millimeters. I've bounced Grill 15 shells off of this, Jagdpanzer E100 shells off of this, IS-7s. The only time I think I've ever got penned through the actual turret was by a conch firing APCR rounds. Yeah, that was about the only thing that really ever got through the frontal part of this turret. So, I was going to do the absolute history of the Centurion, but I'm just going to wait to do a video on that, because being that this tank, the design phase when it came into service in 1946, the fact it was produced for almost 16 years, 4,000 and some odd tanks built, this was exported to so many countries. This is probably one of the most iconic tanks, at least late war, not late war, after war, World War II. I mean, it served everywhere, and it was still serving all the way up into. I mean, the South Africans still have 200 of these floating around. Of course, they're quite a bit different and have been upgraded quite extensively, but at the heart, they're still the Centurion chassis and whatnot. So, with that said, I'm going to bring up the. Well, never mind. Let's run through the stats on it real quick here. So we have 230 average damage, 226 average bend, very nice. 6.19 second reload, 39.25 turn track speed, 10 degrees of gun depression. That's where this thing shines. 2.11 aim time, 0.3 dispersion, and 2,229 average damage per minute. Very nice. 1,400 hit points. It's a little bit less than your Centurion, but you do make up for it with this nice 120 millimeters on the. And you can see what I'm talking about in game. You can see the big extra chunk of steel they added to this monster. The hull armor, yeah. 50 on the side, 30 on the rear, 254 on the front, 88 on the side, 88 on the rear. This hull on this Centurion Mark 5-1 is very similar to the Mark 7-1 and the Action 10, almost identical actually in stats, at least hull-wise. Turns a little bit different, but yeah, this is kind of essentially a really upgraded, really upgraded hull for the Centurion. Mobility 51.45. 53 fully loaded, 950 brake horsepower, 18.46 specific power, 50 to 20, 50 top speed, 20 reverse, and 40.41 roof traverse speed. Typical medium, blah blah, concealment not the best, and a pretty decent 442 view range with the crew that I got on there. This is one of the few crews that I've ever actually played in a review that was pretty decent. I didn't have anything laying around, and I wasn't going to start from scratch. I usually at least play at least 100% crew. Might not have any skills on it, but at least 100% crew. So this is my Challenger, or my Centurion Mark 7-1 crew. So for the most part, yeah, easily a one thumb up tank. It's a solid premium tank, probably better than the FV4202 in my opinion. Definitely better than Chieftain T95. If you ever watched that video back in the day, you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, we're talking, you know, the Mark 7-1's got a better, by far better with the 105, but for the most part, it plays, it's kind of probably, in my opinion, more like an 8.5 tank. It's better than the Centurion Mark 1, but probably not as good as Centurion Mark 7. So yeah, it's kind of halfway between an 8 and a 9, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a very solid premium tank. It'll make you a crap ton of credits. I think I did ace I did get a ace tanker in it, probably on like my 6th game or whatever, which was about not quite 100k in silver, but you'll see the game what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna ramp the gameplay for you guys, and you guys can check out the Centurion Mark 5-1. Alright guys, back with the first game in the Centurion Mark 5-1. Kind of a, yeah, adding all that little extra stuff on there, it makes it kind of look a little better badass than the regular Centurion one. But yeah, we'll see what this thing can do. This is, you know, play a hill, fucking own shit. That's what this thing does. You know, don't get caught out in the open. Don't try to brawl in town if you can't help it. Yeah, find a fucking hole, put your tank in it, pop that beautiful, turn over it, pop shit, back off, repeat. Yeah. That's what it does. We're going to run up here to the north side up here, and you know, it's a typical 3-5-7 matchmaker. They've got a couple 10s, and they had a couple 9s, that kind of shit. So essentially, yeah, we are bottom tier in our 8s. But yeah, we're going to go up, and this, you know, this position up here is almost made for this tank. So we push up. Got an AMX-30, a P440, P44 Pantera, and of course the Indian Panzer with me. They spot a AMX CDC right off the bat, so we'll pull up here and see what we can find. They've already started to rip the other side up, and we look, nothing up here, no going there. I'm pretty aggressive with this kind of gameplay, especially with a tank like this. Pull up here, and let's see if I can spot anything. Nope, nothing. Don't pick anything up. So I'm just going to wait. Eventually something's going to come over here. They always do. Oh, there we go. Pick up the T-10E5. Unfortunately, can't quite get a shot down on him. Pick up the Progetto. Put a shell into him. Back up. Puts a shell into me. Puts another shell into me. Can't quite get him. Oh, I was trying to hope for a nice little luck shot there, but didn't work out here. Pershing's looking at me. Trying to get him into the track. Didn't work out, so I got a Louvet and a T-10E5 pushing up here. Louvet bounces another shell. And there's my little Pershing buddy. There you are, buddy. Put a shell into him. He bounces again. And we'll just play this. Kind of, yeah, there we go. Let's play this. Pick up the Progetto. Don't get a shell into him. I got a little too far up there. There you go. Put another shell into him. He's just going to keep shooting at me. The Louvet. Oof. Once again, trying to snapshot at his turret doesn't always work best. Put a shell in the E5 side, but can't quite get it. Too much of an angle. We'll get you this time, buddy. Now he comes up. There we go. Put a shell in the E5. And Mr. Louvet here. Louver. Low. I don't know, 87 different pronunciations for that tank. Finally sighted the Tier 8 German heavy. Put a shell into him. And now he's kind of, I'm not quite sure. If he wouldn't have kept backing up, I think I would have been fine here. But he's just, he's bound and determined to penetrate my turret. Turret! Guys are funny with your, see, I said turret, not turret. See? I can say it. Alright, so he keeps pouncing shells off me. He don't really care. We have a 4-4 right here. Pick up the Pershing, put a shell into him, knock him out. And now we got the T-34 claiming that I need to follow him. But I was going to put a track shot into him here. Hopefully T-34 didn't stop. What the fuck is he doing? I don't know. Put another shell into the lower plate. And let's see here what we can do. Yeah, Conway's sitting over there, buddy. That's not where you want to be. Put a shell into him. And the Indian Panzer goes bullshit away around the corner. There is a Conway over here, right here. This is not a place to go charging in if you don't have to. So, yeah, 2320 blocked already. And really only took that one shell that I pulled down just a little too far. So, what do we got here? We got a T-10E5 and a T-95. I would really like to go around the corner here and try to help them out, but they got a Wheezy 120 and a Conway over there. That is not a good place to go. And I thought about it, and I was like, nah, fuck it. No, yeah, no, we're not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to go over here and see if I can help out the Wheezy 111 and the IS-3, who are currently dealing with the T-110E5. If they're not going to be pushing here, I'm going to go around and just get around behind the T-10. But the Wheezy finishes him off, leaving me with the Progetto here. So, move up. Progetto's looking here. And not quite pull that down. That's alright. We're going to see if we can get over here and try to get some shells here on the Progetto. P-44 Pantera goes the other direction. Oh, trying to help him out here. P-44 gets him from the rear. It's still a relatively tight claim. We're sitting at 10-8 right now. So we're going to back up here and see if I can put a shell into him. One more. He puts a shell into my track. Side scrape a little bit. Hey, that works. And we're on the run. So it's in about 2,000 damage, 2,760 blocked, 760 assisted. We got 4 tanks left, including the Conway and a Wheezy 132A with the Pantera down here in the bottom. Come around the corner and see what we can find. Come, let's see. Come on, there he is. Pull up, put a shell into the Conway. He bounces his shell off the turret. Oh yeah, 3,100 blocked already. Of course, he fucking wrecks my gun because, you know, reasons. Shit. Yeah. So this actually was my ace tanker game. And it wasn't really a great game, but it wasn't too shabby either. So heading for essentially to kill some Artie. He's around here somewhere. Pull into the objective, and that's about the time I get spot. So that means he's in a couple different spots. He could be in those bushes, or those bushes. So where are you, buddy? Looking around. Still haven't fixed my gun. Oh, pick up the T-92 over here, and I stop. wait for it to nope, didn't work out. So 2100 damage, 3100 blocked, and 1263 assisted. It's not a bad little tank. So I got one more game for you guys to check out and see what this little thing can do. Alright guys, back with the second game in the Centurion 5-1. I just like the look of this tank for some reason. I don't know if it was just because the shit they added to it or the big flashlight on the front. I don't know what it was. It just looks right. But I've always been a Centurion fan, even when it was slow as fuck back in the day. The fact that they've buffed it a little bit has definitely helped it. So, not a big fan of the 9-0, so I'm going to be pushing here with the 1-2 line. On the move. And I do have a little bit of support, but this is typically the problem with this map over here. We're going to have a bunch of these tanks that are going to go sit up on top of this hill right here in the corner, and yeah, not do a whole lot. So, got the Cromwell going there. T110 is actually not too bad of an idea coming over here either. The T29 and the other tanks go the other side. So moving up, got an AMX 1357 with me, and big tank FG. God, some of these names just fucking kill me. I don't know why. So, move on down, see what we can pick up here. Pull over, and we're going to look. Ooh, there's the P43 Biss. Can't quite get a shot on him. Nope. Oh, pick up the Wheezy 111, of course, the Cromwell. We'll back up in here and see what they can do. They're not in a real good position here for them to be firing at me anyway. So, pull up, T-3485. Let's see if we get a shot on him. Pull off one shot. Get a ricochet on the 3485. Really? Tier 6. Fuck. M10's fucking taking a couple pot shots at me. That's alright. I'll get you 3485. I've already bounced 1,000 damage. Go figure. My gun's broke. We're just going to sit here and wait. And we'll fix it now. There we go. Now we're going to pull up here and see what we can do. Just going to play the hills. They actually did put a hole in my barrel. What the fuck? And the T-3485 is up to center. I was kind of hoping... Yeah, Cromwell, there you go. Yeah, you can shoot at me all you want. Still can't get a shot on him. T-110 and the other Cromwell would hopefully move up here, but they're not... seem like they're terribly interested in doing it. So we're looking here. We got tanks. I'm not going to jump over on that 3485. Oh, that's about the time the T-3485 puts a shell into me. Not paying attention. Ah, there we go. Somebody was paying attention. Put a fucking hurt on him. So, playing the hill, and not really going to have a whole lot of shots now. So now it's time to get a little bit more aggressive. If you've ever played with me, or obviously if you ever watch my videos, you know that I'm somewhat of an aggressive player when it comes to playing mediums, especially for spotting things. Can't quite pick up the 110, and I have the AMX 13. T-34, I'm sorry, T-3485 is over here, so we're going to come back around here and see if I can give him a little bit of a hand. Panther M10, and they also have the Panther 8.8, and the Tiger 1 sitting over here. Wheezy 111, he's my biggest threat. Let's see if we can knock him out right away. But of course, he's not quite in a position. Oh, there we go. Come on. Put a shell into him, knock him out. So now that's pretty much cleared up that flank for anything that's got some big alpha. Now I'm going to see if I can put some shells here into the Strev. There's one. Come on, buddy. What are you going to do here? He backs up. He dies. But that's about the time the Biss shows up. Put a shell into him. Hopefully I was going to get a track shot, but it didn't work out that way. So I'm not even sure. Actually, I'm pretty positive he can't even see me through the bushes. Put another shell into him. And he's actually sitting at a one shot for me. Got the Panther 8.8 over here on the back side. The 110's finally moved up. Tiger 1's down over the hill, so he's not really even much of a threat. Cromwell's running, so I'm going to see if I can pull around here on the 8.8 and pick up the first shell. I was having a hell of a time not being able to get my track shots in for some reason. Finish him off, and now we got the Tiger 1 here. Cromwell B's in the back somewhere. Something just fired at me, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to pull over here and see if I can pick up the Tiger 1. No go. There's the Hellcat. Pick up the Hellcat. Yeah, shit. That's alright. Apparently that seems to work. Pick up a shell on him, and I got the Tiger 1 straight ahead here. See if I can pick up right into his side. There we go. See if I can pick up one more. Ooh, this is a crowd rush. Everybody's trying to get some damage in. Um, don't quite finish him off. That's alright. We still got the T-28 Proto and, of course, the other baddie. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, put a shell onto his side. And let's see if I can get one more shell into him. He's running. Kind of. Ooh, I hit the track. There, I get his side, though. Now he's moving. One more to finish him off. And we pick up the GW Panther. So, yeah. KV-2 is over here to the far side. And there's their stair ammo. Pull in, zoom in on him. Put a shell out there. Put through. Nice damage on him. That wasn't actually all mine, but it looked pretty good, right? KV-2 is over here just ripping shit up. He's killing the P-40 Bis. He's fucking up these guys, them guys, whatever. So I'm not going to get any of that KV-2 action. So I'm going to go back after the Cromwell. The sneaky little bugger decided that, it's much more fun to chase artillery down. Not that I can blame him. I'm not going to, say that that's not a bad idea, but yeah, he's going for the GW Panther. I gotta save them, guys. I really do. I gotta save him. So I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm gonna drive as fast as I can over here to save him. Hopefully he's alive when I get here. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself if he's dead. Oh, darn it. Come on, Centurion. We need to help that artillery. Fuck, I can't even be serious about it. So, Cromwell finally kills him. We're going to have to catch him here. Oh, yes. So, I'm kind of curious. I thought maybe he was going to hole up over here in the corner to make his final stand. So we'll pull back around here on the backside. The other Cromwell's coming through here. He's got 10%. The SU-100Y's got most of his health. They come around the corner. I thought for sure the SU-100 was just completely going to fucking kill him, but he gets him only for 400 here. Come back around. Oh, fire on the move. Cromwell finishes off the other Cromwell. And come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, RNG, you bitch. Oh, yep. Nope, I'm going to get you. No, fuck you this time. So, 2,300 damage, 1,395 blocked, and 1,420 spotting. Yeah, it's definitely a one thumbs up, guys. It's, it's not an OP tank by no means, but it plays better than your regular Centurions. So if you like that gameplay, go pick it up. It's not a bad deal. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later on.